1, 8, and 2 and 45. Okay, well notice that in between here, it went negative to positive. So this is where the 1/2 has that x-intercept in it. Okay? Alright, so let's plot these points. And so we've got -4, -27. So we know that's going to shoot on down that way. And then -3, we have 0. And then -2 goes up to 5. So that's going to be there's ½ 1, ½ 2, and so on, ½ 3, ½ 4, ½ 5. So at -2 we said we were at 5, and then it comes back down. -1 we're at 0 again, so here it comes up, and then it comes back down. And then it goes to 0, -3, and then it comes back up to 1/2 and shoots up through to 45. And sure enough, there's our end behavior. That's what we said our end behavior is going to do, and that's what it's doing. Okay. Here we have here we have P of x is equal to x minus 2 parentheses squared, and then x plus 1, and we're going to close that up. Okay, so from here we want to identify our end behavior. Okay, so we have y equals 2. Now you see this x and this x squared outside, that's an x squared. Times x, so our end behavior is a positive x cubed. Alright, so we know that's going to be up and to the right, down and to the left. And we're going to go ahead and find our x-intercepts. So we're going to set y equals 0, solve for x. Okay, so that'll be 0, and we're going to put in there our x minus 2 parentheses squared. And the other one is x plus 1. Okay, so we just have to set the x minus 2 equals 0 and x plus 1 equals 0. And we get x equals 2 and x equals a -1. So this will be 2, 0 and -1, 0 for our x-intercepts. Well, how about our y-intercept? Well, we're going to set x equal to 0 and solve for y. Okay, so this will be P of 0, and we're going to put in there 0 minus 2 parentheses squared, and then 0 plus 1, and so we get a -2 parentheses squared times 1, and so we get 4. So that'll be 0, 4 for our y-intercept. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. We've got -1 and 2 for our x-intercept. down. So it may just touch the 2 and then come back up and then down. So let's go ahead and graph that. And so we're going to graph the x minus 2, parentheses squared, and x plus 1. So let's see what that's going to look like. So we go ahead and put that in there, open parentheses, x minus 2, close parentheses, squared, and then open parentheses, x plus 1, and let's see what that looks like. Okay, see how it came up and just touched the 2, and then came up through the y-intercept and then back down through 1, negative 1. Okay, so we need a table of values of a negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so we've got a negative 2 and a negative 16. And we also have negative 1, 0, and 0, 4, 1, 2, and 2, 0, and then after that we get 3, 4. So right here we went from a negative 2, negative 16, a negative, then it went to negative 1, 0, and then it became a positive, up to 0, 4, and then it came back down to 1, 2, and then 2, 0, but instead of going through and making a negative at 3, it became a positive again and shot up. So that's why you need that one point afterwards to show that it does move up. Alright, so here's our table of values. And we said we had negative 2, negative 16, negative 1, 0, 0, 4, 1, 2, 2, 0, 3, 4. So here's our negative 2, negative 16. And sure enough, it's going down to the left. Our negative 2, 0. Here's negative 2, negative